For the past few days, I've been hanging out with my new grandson, Tyler. That little guy's just 6 days old, and he's got his whole life ahead of him. You know, it got me thinking that for you and me, that's not the case. We don't have our whole lives ahead of us. In fact, depending on how old you are, most of your days are behind you, like mine are. And that's okay, that's just reality. Unless you believe that your best days are behind you. If that's the case, that's a fear that can paralyze you and discourage you from pursuing the dream God has put in your heart. You know, I have to believe Moses felt that way. At the age of 40, he killed someone, and when his crime was found out, he ran to the backside of the desert where he hid out for 40 years working as a shepherd and raising his family. But his best days weren't behind him. At the age of 80, God came to him and called him to lead his people out of their captivity in the nation of Egypt. His best days were still ahead of him. I don't know where maybe you got off track. Maybe it was a bad personal decision or financial investment, a bad business decision. And maybe it feels like there's no way to recover, there's no way to get back on track, there's no way you can still do what it is God's called you to do. Don't give in to that fear. It's not true. Your best days are ahead of you if you'll pursue what God has called you to do, that dream that He's put in your heart. Don't let fear that your best days are behind you hold you back. It's just not true.